Hey everybody, I'm Chris Holt. Join us for our latest version of Tune In with Matt Santry.
Gotta admit I gave up a long time ago. I kept on running cause there was no room left to grow.
Hi everyone and welcome to Tune In. My name is Chris Holt and we are here in beautiful downtown Phoenixville at this awesome place, Be Strong Bridge, which you should check out by the way. Anyway, I am here with a good friend, longtime friend, awesome musician, great songwriter, Matt Santry.
Thanks, buddy.
How are you, sir?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, man. Good to see you too. You're a very busy guy, and tell us a little bit about what's going on right now.
First thing I'm excited about is the International Songwriting Contest.
Nice.
The new song that I have is semi-finalist. So out of 19,000 submissions, top 10%. So just keep my fingers crossed that we advance to the finals and
Excellent.
see what happens.
We'll have to do another episode to wrap around there.
I gotta admit I gave up a long time ago.
Matt, tell me a little bit about how you got your start in music.
You know, grade school band,
Nice.
clarinet, saxophone.
I was the recorder.
Yeah?
Yeah, I know.
That wasn't an option. in my
Yeah.
school.
But what was your first love? Like, what? I know you play guitar. You're a
Yeah.
great guitar player, great vocalist. But when did you know that guitar and vocals were your thing?
I guess when I picked up the guitar, it was like I could play songs that I loved. With the sax, it was like, it was cool, but it wasn't my favorite songs on the radio.
Right. There is that lure of being able to rock a campfire or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, that's really good about the guitar. You play a lot of live shows, right? So you used to play a ton, and you're scaling back a little bit now because you're actually making quite a good buck on these shows. So tell us a little bit about your methods in that realm.
Almost 2 decades just grinding it out, you know. So,
Yep.
it's hard after a while, and I just decided to focus my efforts on more private events, and that's been great. And actually, I built a training course to help other musicians. It's called wellpaidmusician.club.
I definitely know that getting gigs is tough for everyone.
Yeah.
And what are some of the words you say to up your pay rate? You know, do you have any advice for these young aspiring musicians?
You know, you just have to like hone in on what you do best, you know? Like pick your niche, whatever that is, and just own it. Be like, whether you're the, all request guy or you're the,
Right.
the dude that plays all 90s stuff, or you're the country dude, or you're the, whatever it is.
I've known Matt for a long time, and I used to bartend at this little place where Matt played, and one of the funniest things that ever happened, well, always would happen, is he would come in and he'd set up his stuff in this big hairy, and he'd eat a giant sandwich that was bigger than his head, and then sing like an angel for 3 hours. How does that happen? How does that happen, man?
It doesn't happen anymore. But
No?
it happened from being late and hungry.
Right, all right. Well,
It just happened.
that's fair. That's fair. Family life, family man. Got your awesome wife Meredith and your boy Charlie. Tell us a little bit about that.
Charlie's 2.5 now, so yeah.
Terrible twos.
It's terrible and awesome all at the same time. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And how do you balance gigs and stuff, and when the work-life balance, if you will?
It's hard when I'm on the road, but when I'm home, I'm usually home because I'm not playing as much as I used to. So
That's important to be.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
home when you're home. We do this awesome show on voxipop called Healing in Harmony, and we go to rehabs and play to people that are, real sick or going through a hard time in their life. But you've done some amazing stuff with the Fox Chase Cancer Center, correct?
Yeah, I had an opportunity. I started doing live feeds on Facebook in my basement, and I started with a friend that was going through cancer treatment, and then a fan reached out, and then it just kept kind of snowballing until.
So you would play like a live show for like one fan?
I would dedicate it to that person.
Wow.
And then, I was doing it on a regular basis, and word caught on, and then I had Fox Chase at my house. I had like 6 staff members down there in the basement with me, and we did a broadcast for their patients and the families. So that was really neat.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
We'll have to get you on Healing and Harmony.
Yeah, no, I would love to.
Yeah, great. Where can we get your music?
Everywhere.
Nice.
So Spotify, I'm actually trying to build my Spotify numbers. That would be great. Check me out on Spotify, but Amazon, Apple, and actually that's a good point because I'm releasing every 6 weeks in 2019 a new single online.
Nice.
So you can get them on all those platforms every 6 weeks.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Spotify, Amazon. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, we'll check you out.
Yeah.
I just wish you wouldn't turn your back to me.
You write a lot of songs. What's your process? How do you go about it? Or does it just hit you in the middle of the night, or?
Sometimes it does, actually, and I think we all kind of have our phone by our bed or nightstand, and
Unfortunately.
when I'm disciplined enough to when I hear that melody, like get up in the middle of the night and just hum it into the phone. That's a really important thing to do. But co-writing has been huge for me, and so that song that's in the International Songwriting Contest, I co-wrote with a buddy of mine, Adam McDonough, who's originally he's a Jersey boy, but he's been in Nashville for the last, I don't know, like 5-6 years.
Oh, great.
So co-writing is a big thing for me now.
That's great.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for anyone who's picking up the guitar for the first time and wants to just get out there and play and become, a regular, like, I just want to play music in bars? Do you have any advice for a kid like that?
You just got to do it, it doesn't matter if you went to school or how good you are, you just have to get out and do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's repetition, I feel.
Yeah, and I think also just being comfortable making mistakes live. Because when I used to teach guitar lessons, I would tell my students, you can practice in your bedroom all day, but you got to get out. All the variables have to come into play, and then you see how good you are,
Yes.
or how well the practice has paid off.
Yeah, on your bad nights, how good are you?
Yeah,
kind of thing. Yeah. And what would you classify your original music as? I know it's hard to put yourself in a box, and you're I can say this, you're a very versatile artist. But you're one of those artists to me that when I hear you sing, I know it's your singing. And I love your voice, and you got an amazing voice. But how would you tell people, I kind of am in this genre?
I always start with singer-songwriter. I know it's kind of broad, but my songs are more storytelling nowadays. So,
all like personal experience, I'm sure, and some.
Yeah, but sometimes it's embellished. I mean, just to kind of make it more interesting.
Yeah.
Or you lean towards something that seems like it's about a relationship, but it's really, about something else. And
right.
But it's definitely about the story these days. So.
That's great. You record a lot. Do you record locally? Do you have a studio here? Or how do you do that?
Yeah. Well, my last EP in 2017, I recorded in Nashville.
Ah, nice.
So, yeah, and it was at the producer's house, so it was great. It was a really cool experience.
Did you just live there and record there?
Kind of, yeah. I was coming, I'd go down for 3-4 days, come home, do some gigs, go down 3-4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nashville's close.
Yeah, super close. Only 12-hour drive.
Yeah. Do you record anything at home, just for roughs or just demos? So you have gear? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you have to get the ideas started, too. Because when I present it to the band, I kind of have a vision and I put it together in the home studio first.
It almost lives in your head, and then you get it out. And once you get it out, you're like, I don't love that part. Or you're like, that part's better than I thought, kind of thing. So, yeah. You do a lot of solo gigs, but you also have a full band. Tell me about the full band. They're and I've seen them, but they're amazing. But yeah, you should check them out, everybody. But tell me a little bit about the full band.
So 5-piece. It just depends on the night. The next show we have, it should be 6 or 7 pieces. Got this amazing singer. I don't know if you know her, Kalina Holt. Ring a bell?
Might have heard of her.
So
my wife. She is in your band.
So, and also too, it's a matter of being the availability of people, because I can't always get,
Sure.
But when I can, man, it's on fire. So it'll be Eric Sales, guitar, Tom Walling on drums, beast. They got Keith Joza on keys and singing. He's multi-instrumentalist,
Yeah, he's awesome.
singing guy. And Brendan McGeehan on bass, Kalina singing, and there might be one or two other surprises. We'll see.
Oh, always. Nice. Just wanted to give a big shout out to the Bistro on Bridge Street. Thanks for having us, guys. This place is awesome. You guys got to come check it out. And now we're going to hear from Matt Santry, and this is, if I'm not mistaken, the entry song to the International Songwriters competition that you're entering in, and you're in the top 10 percentile, right? All right. Yeah, and make sure you guys check us out on the next episode to tune in. Thanks. Play us out, buddy.
All right, this is called Overthinking. I set it in motion, taking back my life. Every time I hear your name, it feels like I hit rewind. Second guessing, walking out the door, but the past is past and I don't live there no more. Losing this fight inside my head again. Was it something worth mending? Overthinking, overthinking, overthinking everything I do. Ooh. Keep on drinking till the cheapest whiskey goes down smooth. Overthinking, 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 overthinking about you. You don't make it easy, but you know I'm right. Convincing myself doesn't help me sleep through the night.